This is for you.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. You know what it is, man. We back with another one. Oh man. I take the weekend off, and I feel like so much happened. Shout out to everybody already in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, man. We're gonna get into this. So we'll jump right into it like we usually do. I'll go for a little bit, and then I'll get into the comments. But so it looks like we knew that Carson Wentz and Zach Ertz were going to be paired together. So that looks like that, or we didn't know that, but we were thinking that could be a possibility. Looks like that is something that they're looking into. And not just only those two, but they're also looking at putting Andre Dillard in a package. Now, if that is the package, if it's Dillard, Carson Wentz, and Zach Ertz, this offseason can get very, very interesting. We could be looking at a huge trade. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I'm not saying that, but it seems like they have not even been offered, from what I read this morning, it seems they haven't even been offered a first-round pick yet for Carson Wentz, contrary to the belief of what we heard with the whole, Chicago Bears. I'm reading they weren't even offered a first-round pick yet. So if that's the truth, maybe they're trying to get all these people, all these pieces together to get a big trade, because it seems like we might be trading everybody. It seems like everybody out. It seems like nobody's safe. And this brings up I forgot what I was going to say though. And it brings up the question: do you go ahead and trade Jalen Hurts while you're at it? Do you go ahead and see if he's got some trade potential? Maybe you get another second round pick. Maybe you get in the first round, depending on who it is. Are we going to be taking a quarterback? I did a video earlier. Shout out to everybody that watched that. I did a video earlier this morning, and it was the first thing on my mind. Like, are we about to do this again? Like last time that this happened, last time we had this many trades, this many people, getting on the block and, being put up for offers, was when we got Carson Wentz. So is this going to be another move that we're going to try and move up to number 2? Or are we going to stay pat at number 6 and still pick a quarterback and just have a whole buttload of picks? This is going to be interesting. I really don't know what's going on. He said it's serious when you bring the Oprah meme. Facts. Everybody getting fired. That's where I'm at right now. Like, you getting traded. Everybody's getting traded. And me and Brandon talked about this a couple of times, where it's like, do you just blow it all up? Do you just go ahead and blow it all up? And to me, I felt that Howie Roseman's own, how do I say this? His own pride, I guess, would get in the way of that. But if he does that, that might be the best for this organization. Like, we might be looking at just giving everybody up. Let's see what Brandon Graham's value is. I want to still keep Fletcher Cox just because it's like, give me something. You know what I'm saying? Give me some. We're going through some time. Let me keep something. You know what I mean? It's like when you tell a kid, we're going to donate a bunch of your toys, but you get to keep a couple. You know what I'm saying? Let Fletcher Cox be that toy that we keep, man. I'm not trying to see him go. Shout out to everybody in here, man. I'll start going through some of these comments. Shout out to Big Play Slay in the building. Kevin Bacon in the building. My guy Carlos Holloway. What up? What's good, some guy? What's good, Kevin Cronin? Brandon in the building. Yeah, I can't wait for the Derek Gunn one either, man. We got some really good ones coming up, so I'm really excited. We got Simeon Smiley coming on tonight. Got a couple different draft prospects on the way, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited. What's good, Dak Prescott in the building? You got to be kidding me with this team. It turns out the Eagles do not want anything for Carson Wentz. They do not want anything for Carson Wentz. I mean, I saw some weird stuff saying that we'll cut Zach Ertz. If we cut Zach Ertz, that's idiotic. I mean, that man is still on contract. If you can't get a trade for him, he comes back and he plays next year. To me, that's just dumb. What it do, Big Play Slay? Yeah, Colts offer was 2 second rounds. Yeah. trading everybody. Big facts. If we take a quarterback, it's got to be Zach Wilson. That man has an that's my thing. It's like, who are you looking at? Because if you're looking at Justin Fields, I don't think Justin Fields is going to be that great. Maybe I'm just a hater. I am a hater, but it is what it is. I don't think he'll be that great. I would be looking at obviously Trevor Lawrence, or Zach Wilson. I like Zach. I like Trey Lance, but he's a project, and he's a very high upside project. But I think he's the type of dude that I think will have to sit a year, and you can't do that if you're given. At this point, I feel like if we draft a quarterback, it's got to be somebody that we're going to kind of hand the keys to. They might as well trade both quarterbacks depending on. That's where I'm at right now. What's good, Eagle Slayer? What's good? Eagles finna take a QB for the factory. That's what it's seeming like. I mean, we're not gonna have no quarterbacks, even if we keep Jalen Hurts, and Carson Wentz gets traded, bro. We ain't got no quarterback. So at some point, you have to take a quarterback. And I've said this before. It's either gonna be a free agent, which we don't really got money for. You're gonna you're trying to get somebody late in the draft that's gonna be trash. I mean, you might get lucky with somebody late in the draft, but not everybody's Tom Brady. Everybody loves to bring up Tom Brady and Russell Wilson. Like, that happens every year. That's not how it usually works. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, this is just a big anomaly with this whole team. Yeah, it just doesn't make no sense right now. How can we call it? I heard that the Cowboys, La'el Collins, I heard he was thinking about retiring. Now, if we got Cowboy fans in here, can y'all confirm or deny that rumor? Because I want to hear that. I'm just over it at this point. At this, as a matter of fact, I've been over it. Yeah, I feel you, bro. No, I didn't see the trade. Let me know what it is. What was it? Send me a message of it. Big play Slay. Nah, we're keeping Dak. Yeah, all right, we'll see. Yeah, I even saw like some fake news saying that y'all were just gonna cut him. Isn't he not under contract? Like, y'all couldn't, y'all would just not sign him. That's not a cut. Some of this media be saying some crazy stuff, What up? What's up, people? What up, Stephen Joyce? What up, Jacob Tyler? How's it going, man? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Dak, man. I need to hear what's going on with Dak. I mean, if we take a QB in the draft that quick. But we have no other guy. Like, I understand the mentality of it that you're just like upset about the Jalen Hurts pick, but like at this, we kind of need to. I'm not saying we need to take a guy at 6 or even move up, but we're gonna have to get another quarterback. We're not going into the season with just Jalen Hurts, and you want to have a balance in your quarterback room. You want to have a solid backup, which if we do retain Nate Sudfeld, I don't know how confident you guys are in Nate Sudfeld, but I'm not that confident in Nate Sudfeld to be a quality backup. So you're going to be looking in the late rounds, middle rounds for a quarterback. So you're just taking a shot in the dark. The more I think about it, it's kind of like, you might as well. At this point, you might as well take a quarterback. They kind of screwed us. They put us in a terrible situation, and especially if we're going to be giving up all these players, screw it, right? Like, get your quarterback factory going, because we're going to need a lot of picks. We're going to need picks, not even just for this year. We're going to need picks moving on. Our cap situation does get better, you know what I'm saying, as far as the years going forward, but it is what it is. If teams think, that's the thing. Like, when you release stuff like that just ruins, I don't want to say ruins, but it lowers their trade value, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't understand that. If you're willing to trade cut Ertz, to me that's idiotic. To me that's dumb. Because realistically, there's no reason for you to cut Ertz. Like, I understand he might want a contract, but this is not basketball, bro. Like, you don't just like give these players what they want. And don't get me wrong, I'm usually pro player, but when you are under contract, bro, come on. We're not doing nothing to you, bro. Like, come on, bro. You didn't, especially after last year. I could see if last year we made the playoffs, something crazy happened, just missed the, a championship game or maybe the Super Bowl. I could see you getting upset. I could see you being like, listen, man, I'm worth more. You were hurt most of the year last year. Like, the year prior, we were not that good. Like, I could see you after the Super Bowl wanting more money. But you waited a little bit too long, man. This is the wrong time to be upset. We all were trash. This whole team did poorly. If correct me if I'm wrong, there was a lot of Eagles fans questioning Zach Ertz's heart. You know what I'm saying? Week 3, week 4, week 5 until he got hurt. But you want more money. That makes no sense. I mean, don't get me wrong. If we had it, all right, whatever, man. Like I said, if we winning and we're doing good and you want more money and you earned it, then you earned it. There's nothing I can say, bro. But like, you're getting paid $8 million. You're chilling. Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. This will be like your 3rd contract. Like, I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You get the money that you can get. But I feel like it's a little bit overblown. And if he's really that upset about his money, it's ridiculous. But on the other end, if it's us being like, oh, we're just going to cut you because we don't want to pay the $8 million, then we're idiots. And I believe that that's probably more of it than, Zach Ertz, because I don't think if Zach Ertz was mad about the money, he'd be crying and sitting on the field for an hour and stuff. Like, we're just not that good right now. We're just not that smart right now. I don't know what to say. His agent said he isn't retiring. Okay, I heard that too, but I was hoping it was true. Yeah, he's younger, but it is what it is. Yep, that's what I said. Big play from the beginning. If we draft, it should be Zach Wilson. Yeah, Zach Wilson is good. I like Zach Wilson. I like Trevor Lawrence. I think they're the 2 best quarterbacks. I've seen some people saying that they kind of like Zach Wilson's upside a little bit more than Trevor Lawrence. I think we know what Trevor Lawrence is. I feel like Trevor Lawrence is going to come in and be a great player. In my opinion, he could be a bust, but I think he's going to come in and be great. I think we know what he is, but I do think that Zach Wilson's going to have a high ceiling. Maybe not high, though. This is why I don't listen to the media. It's rough, man. You got to really shout out to my guy, Cecil Lamey from Denver Radio. He came on here and was basically chopping it up. But, he's not the most popular with Denver fans because he keeps it 100. But like he said, you gotta kind of weed through and know who's saying what and why they're saying it. It's very important to, know who's team-friendly media and who's not, How are the Eagles this stupid? Fire? Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you, bro. I feel you. What's good, Ewing? What's good? And by the way, Joe Fresco, I don't think Devontae Smith is the best. I like Jamar Chase better. Jalen Waddle was supposed to go higher than Devontae Smith before Devontae Smith had that, insane year. But, I mean, he had that insane year. So, it is what it is. I think those two are pretty close. But I do think Jamar Chase is better. I like Jamar Chase the best. Shout out to everybody in here. We're at 30 people. Please do hit that like, hit that subscribe. No reason we shouldn't have like 30 likes, right? Ain't no reason. Ain't no reason why. The problem with trading everybody is that we can't draft good. At some point, we got to hit. At some point, we have drafted some good players. We've just missed on it. And look, this is another thing I want to say. And I know this is going to be a little unpopular, man. But we need to, as Eagles fans, we need to stop putting everything that goes wrong on Howie. Howie has messed up. Howie has made mistakes. But at the end of the day, bro, Howie, we don't know if his draft picks are good or bad. Because especially this past year, they didn't even get to play. 2017, we all say that, all those draft picks aren't even here. Don't get me wrong. I do not like Howie, and yes, he should be fired. But I feel like we use him as everything. If it's raining in Philadelphia, it's Howie's fault. And we have to be more realistic. This year, we might see a major change in the guys that he's drafted. Like I said, if you look back at the 2017 year, guys like, Rasul Douglas, guys like Sidney Jones are going other places and having decent years. So it is what it is. Derek Barnett isn't maybe a first round. He's not Reggie White like everybody was trying to make him out to be, but he was a solid pick. He's a solid player. I mean, we're having the discussion of whether we should pay him for his 5th-year option, which is good. It's not great because obviously it would be a better feel if it was like a no-brainer, but he's good enough that you're thinking about keeping him. So, I mean, we got to I'm not saying Howie. Don't cut any slack for Howie, but we got to look at it as a whole. You know what I'm saying? We might be drafting well and just the coaching was there. We don't know. Everyone is saying Fields is the 2nd best quarterback. I like Ertz. Just build around him and draft a late rounder. Is not what you think. We can draft it. The only problem with drafting a late rounder is who's going to be your backup. If we had a backup, I would agree. I would be like, screw it. Let's just go with it. Let's just run with it. But we have no backup. So it's like you're running with Ertz and that's it. Unless you can get Sudfeld back at very, very cheap. we're gonna franchise tag him again. Then he's leaving Dallas. If I'm Dak, I'm out. If I'm Dak, and I feel like he said this before that he's not gonna sign another franchise tag. He could sit another year. Realistically, like I mean, it really doesn't matter. He got paid like $47 million. I don't want to say it doesn't matter because obviously he wants to play, but like it becomes a respect thing at that point. You know what I mean? It really does. And I feel like anybody would take him right now. They might not pay him $45 million next year, but you know, I think people would take shots on him. There's always a team with a quarterback. Trading Ertz seems dumb. Just draft another quarterback. Depends on what you're getting back. You know what I'm saying? Depends on what you're getting back. What if he wants to be a starter? Who are we talking about? Who? What if who wants to be a starter? What QB do I like in the late rounds? I would have to really look, to be honest. I mean, there's a couple that, you know, I would really have to look. I was not prepared to be thinking about late round quarterbacks. And again, like I said, I just think that that's a waste of a pick if you don't have a backup. Because then you're going to ask a late round pick to be a backup, and then he's going to be great. And then we're all going to be in the same situation. All I'm saying is if Howie drafts another quarterback, prepare for the worst. We haven't missed on many quarterbacks. That's the thing that people got to take into account too. Like if you look at our history drafting quarterbacks early, not saying, you know, obviously like Clayton Thorson and later round guys, but like if you look at, you know, top 10 picks of quarterbacks, we've done well. We've done well. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say I trust him in that regard, but like our track record isn't that bad. The first guy we should look at if we want to, Zach Wilson, in my opinion, he has a stronger arm than Lawrence, and Lawrence can really throw a spiral. Yeah, I agree that. I think that Zach Wilson's good. I might have to do some more in-depth research on the guy. I like Ertz, but I'm not confident in him as a franchise QB. I think he has potential, though. Hope I'm wrong. I feel you, man. He's a Dak Prescott. You signed? Yeah, obviously not. He over here kicking it with us. He wants to come to Philly, man. You could be our backup. You could definitely come be our backup, bro. We all question Hart when losing. Yeah, facts. See, I never wanted Ertz gone. I never really wanted Ertz gone. I love Ertz, man. Like, I feel like Ertz wants to be here, and I feel like that's something you got to keep into account. And no, I don't think he's worth 13 mil or 12 mil, or I don't think he's worth the raise right now. Like I said, go win some games, you know, go play well. He's a great tight end, but you are not getting younger. I just don't see the reason why you would ask for money right now. Like it just feels like the worst time to ask for it. I know it's an unpopular take, but if Wilson or Fields is there and you have a higher prospect grade on them and you do Ertz, which you should. I mean, yeah, it's one of those things that I felt like both would still have. And maybe because look, there's teams like the Steelers, there's teams like the Patriots, obviously Broncos are right behind us. There's a couple more teams, 49ers. There's a couple teams that want a quarterback. So you know, if you end up taking the last good quarterback at number 6, let's say you stay at 6, then your backup quarterback looks a little bit sexier. But then again, you have no quarterback again. So it's just a weird situation to be in. It's just a terrible situation to be in. Man, yeah, y'all gonna go pick Kyle Pitts again. Like I don't get that. Y'all gonna go get another offensive weapon when your defense was one of the worst in the league. Smith shined for 3 years as a number 3 wide receiver and won the Heisman his first year as a number 1. Now I feel you. I just like Jamar Chase better personally. I think Jamar Chase, his game is gonna it's gonna what's the word I'm looking for? It'll equate to the NFL level better than I think Devontae Smith will. I think Devontae Smith might be good though, but he's just small, man. I know you were joking, but YouTube doesn't play around things like that, so just limit that from the chat. I don't know what y'all said. I don't know what you said. Andre Dillard is not healthy. You can't trade a player who isn't healthy. It's the off season. I'm sure he'll be fine. he'll be fine before the year starts. But I mean, we'll see. That would be really, really interesting. I like Jordan Mailata, but I've said a couple times I'd rather him be our swing tackle. And I think if you have Jordan Mailata and Andre Dillard, you have two very capable tackles. And then Mailata will just do anything. Mailata will do anything you want him to do. So, I'm in favor of keeping them both. It's not like you're going to save much money. If Andre Dillard's going to bring in like a haul, then, I'm open to it. But I don't know. That was a really interesting name to see. That's kind of where I'm at. If it's Lawrence or if it's Wilson. If it's Wilson, I'm not totally upset depending on how much we give up. Because like I said in the last video I did, if you look back at that trade that we did to get, or the trades we did to go up and get Carson Wentz, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a terrible trade. We ended up recuperating most of those assets. So like we could do probably way less than we did for Carson Wentz. So we'll see. We have to trade Ertz to a win now team. I've heard Seattle. I've heard what was the other team? Was it Colts? Yeah, I think it was Colts, and they would package them with Carson. But we'll see. I don't know what their value is on Ertz. Like I said, I would probably get like a third from him. I think that's fair. Backups, who would start? Dakota Prescott, Dakota Rain. Bro, imagine Dak Wentz Hurts on the same depth chart. Oh God, we would do that. We would be that team. We did steal CeeDee Lamb and Trayvon Diggs from y'all. Trayvon Diggs was all right. CeeDee Lamb, I mean, you have like a number 4 wide receiver, and now you're gonna go look to get another one in Kyle Pitts. So I'm like, I mean, your offense didn't win you any games, so enjoy them. What's good, Clutch? Blizzy. QB at 6 would probably be Fields, Trask, and Lance, but I would give Hurts a shot. Yeah, I mean, if it comes down to just if we get Trask, I'll be pissed, to be honest. I heard that he was doing pretty good at the Senior Bowl. I think it was him that was kind of showing out at the Senior Bowl, but it was Mac Jones. Kyle Trask, I'm good on him. I'm so good on him. I just think they had a really good offensive coordinator who we have now, but he's not our OC. So I don't know. I don't see him being somebody that's real, but we'll see. Want Ertz, but I don't think they want to give up. I would take a third. He said Pitts is a black Ertz with Yak. Yeah, I mean, but we have Dallas. I think Dallas will be fine. Hurts is an underdog story from Rocky to Foles to Ward. Philly has a love affair with the underdog. Big facts. Yeah, we fall in love with those underdogs, man. I'd take Pitts at 6 all day. I don't know, man. I don't know. It really depends, I don't know. I like Pitts, but my whole thing against him is that you have to be elite at something. I don't feel like you can put him at wide receiver and he's better than any of the wide receivers that would be there at 6. And yes, he's probably the best tight end, but he's not an elite blocker, so he's not an all-around tight end. You're still getting him because of his receiving ability. So for me, I just don't think at 6 it would be smart. I like the guy. I think he has major upside. If we trade back, I think he's definitely an option, like in the teens, but I just don't see us taking him at 6. Diggs, we could have taken Diggs. Got it. You got Lamb. Lamb was a bad pick for Dallas. No, yeah, exactly. It made no sense. Here's what you got to do: secretly break into the Jags front office and have them sign Bill O'Brien as a GM, then trade them 3 first rounds there. Say, facts. I like that. That's a fair trade in my opinion. That would work for me. Pitts or Sewell. If we end up trading Andre Dillard, I wouldn't be surprised if we try to get Sewell at number 6, but I don't think he'll be there. I hope that they're not doing this with that thought, because unless they know something we don't, my assumption is that the Bengals are going to take a lineman, So I assume they would take him. Maybe they're high on Rashawn Slater. I think Rashawn Slater would be a reach at number 6. I don't know what these guys are thinking. It makes really no sense right now, to be honest. Hurts is a leader. He played in big games in college. He has the it factor. The team played well. Yeah, I mean, he everybody seems to be on the same page that they think he's a really good leader. So that's what we need right now, especially during this type of time. We're going to obviously be rebuilding. We're obviously not going to be the greatest team. You want somebody that's going to go to work every day with the same attitude. You know what I'm saying? I'm old, man. What you mean? Best player available. That's what BPA means. Yeah, I always say Kyle Trash because I got a bunch of friends that are Florida fans. I think he's all right. I think he might slip into the late first round. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it becomes a question of, does a late round team have a higher grade on somebody like Jalen Hurts coming out of last year's draft than they do somebody like Kyle Trask coming out of this draft? So, it's going to be very interesting because the Eagles are going to have so many options, and it's going to be either annoying or it's going to be very fun. I could see it. We remember when Alejandro Villanueva came over to the Eagles, and we tried to make him a defensive end, and then he goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he's an All-Pro, Pro Bowl left tackle, still playing over there. So it's like, who knows, man? And that's what I'm saying. People are brought in. Who brought in Alejandro Villanueva, and then who try to make him a defensive end? Because that's these are questions we got to figure out, because we give a lot of flack to Howie Roseman for moves that he makes that don't work or people that he misses on. But was this coaching staff just putting people in the wrong position? I mean, putting people in the wrong position game day and just not putting them somewhere to succeed. I don't know. I do not know. Question: when Trevor Lawrence comes to the NFL, where do you rank him amongst QBs in your state of mind? Obviously, I would have to see him. That's really hard. That's really hard. If he's going to the Jags, I don't think he's going to be amazing. If that's hard to answer because I don't know. There's so many things that can go around that. We'll see. I think he'll be very good though. I think he'll definitely be in the talks for Rookie of the Year, obviously. But as far as the whole league goes, we'll see. Maybe, I think he'll be an average quarterback his first year, though. I don't think he'll be terrible. Trask is accurate in a clean pocket. Yeah, a lot of quarterbacks. I mean, except for Carson. Carson had the most interceptions in a clean pocket this year. Nah, nobody says CeeDee Lamb is bad. Said it was a stupid pick. Looks as Cowboys fans, y'all better get some offensive line, because if Ertz is y'all next Q, y'all better get him some time to throw. We got offensive line. They were just all hurt. We have 14 different offensive lines. So pick one. You know what I'm saying? We just got to pick one of the 14 that we had last year, and we all set. We are all set. Shout out to everybody in here. We got 40 people in here. Please do hit that like, hit that subscribe. Be sure to share it with a friend. Let's blow this up. Blow it up. Blow it up. Bold prediction following Jacksonville. Tradition: Lawrence will demand out within 1 to 2 years, or he may pull an Elway and demand a trade on draft night. That'll be interesting. Maybe he'll do like an Eli Manning, but I'm not going to play there. I'm not going to San Diego. I mean, Jacksonville's in a good position right now, to be honest with you. Jacksonville, if you're looking at them as a player, they have nothing but money. They're got mad money, got a good amount of picks. I think they have 2 first-rounders. And then they have a coach who's desirable. A lot of people will be excited to play for him. So, I think Jaguars are probably in a good position right now. And they have decent pieces. And they've been able to draft wide receivers, which we haven't. They're saying Pitts is the best tight end since Gronk. We've heard a lot of crazy stuff. We've heard a lot of crazy stuff from reporters. Exactly. He's not better wide receiver than Chase, and Smith is man. Yeah, I don't like I like Smith, but I don't know. I like Chase better. Take Chase. I hope Chase is still there. Hopefully. Something tells me team will pay. They might. It might be a late first rounder, because it's kind of a risk, but they might. Kyle Pitts is an almost boom or bust. He's not an overall tight end. He's not the best player. Exactly. That's the thing. You're playing on somebody's, or you're betting on somebody's upside, which we have not been good at. So I'm good in that retrospect. He might be great. Drafting Sewell to replace Dillard is crazy. Dillard is backup at best right now. I don't know about that. I think when he played at left tackle, we saw that he has the potential to be very good. I think he's very. I think he can be really good. He was elite in college, and the only the only knock on him coming out of college is that he didn't run block much. But we saw even when we all look at the game against Seattle when he moved to right tackle and he looked terrible. Some people just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say we should probably keep Jordan Mailata just because he is willing to do whatever you ask him to do. So, facts. What's that? Facts? He's a weapon, doesn't have to line up at tight end, especially with Sirianni. Yeah, but I mean, for that, then just go get Jamar Chase. That's my thing. Like, if you want a weapon as a receiver, just go get Jamar Chase. Because Jamar Chase can block on the outside better than Kyle Pitts can, realistically. Like, Kyle Pitts can't block that well. Like, I think people, like, he's a big dude, but he can't really block that well. And I'm sure he can learn that. But, like, why are you going to take somebody at 6 that you're going to have to teach something? Like, I feel like Jamar Chase, you're gonna be able to plug and play him. You're gonna have to teach him the playbook, and he's gonna be able to go out there and ball. I don't know if you're gonna get that out of Pitts right away. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna go wide receiver, or cornerback. I think wide receiver or cornerback. It depends on how much they fall in love with someone like Patrick Surtain or Caleb Farley. So those are like, I think, my two. I love linebacker, and I think it's a really big area of need. I just don't think they do. So I'm just gonna be honest. It is what it is. And shout out to my sister. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday to my sister. Ertz was a third, fourth round prospect too. We reached way up to get him. I don't know. I heard some teams were gonna take him in the second round. Before the season started, people were talking about him as a first round prospect, realistically. So I don't know. We'll see. Well, apparently he's made one of the top 5 plays of the year, and he's beating the living crap out of us. The only thing that scares me is when it comes to Andre Dillard is that Mailata gets hurt and Dillard is a Pro Bowl tackle in Seattle. I mean, it might happen. It might happen. My dream picks with 2 first with Pitts or either. So maybe a time. Sure, if we can. I doubt we would be able to get both of them. That means you would probably have to take Smith at 6 and hope that Pitts falls if we get a late, first round or something like that. I don't think we go Dillard. I don't think we go offense twice. That's not what I want. We have to. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure. But no, we have to make sure we get this defense right, man. Like I'm not. I know everybody wants to see 30 points put up every game, but like, man, this defense is bad, bro. I really think if we go offense twice in a row, it's not gonna be a good year. It's not gonna be a good year. What's good, Jeremiah Butler? What's good? What's good, Philly fan all day? Ertz was also picked to block Dallas, and that was done. Maybe we don't know what we thought. I know that the most sense that was made to me when they said this was that how he did it because he didn't want to pass up on Russell Wilson. If he was that high on Russell Wilson, maybe he should have took him in the second. We would have been pissed about that, but then we would have had Russell Wilson. So we don't know what this guy is. We'll see. We will see. It's going to be very interesting. He wasn't a 3rd or 4th round prospect. All of those. Yeah, I saw mid second round to late first. So, it is what it is. This draft is really good defensively, while offensively is top heavy, and the players worth getting on offensive corner. I don't know about that. I'm down to go ahead and get Chase, but after that, I'm down for this whole draft to be defense because our defense is old and trash. Old and trash. Old and trash. Go get Jamar. Dillard was traded. I don't believe so. Maybe he was. But, they're talking about putting him in the reason I made this is because they're talking about putting him in a package with Zach Ertz and Carson Wentz. Apparently, we wanted Ertz to back up Dak. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard he was supposed to. Well, I don't think it was going to be a backup situation. I think y'all were ready for this to happen. And you know. But y'all got the Red Rocket. Y'all got Andy Dalton. Y'all good. Y'all Gucci. Yeah, I think Trevor Lawrence now, and I'm pretty sure Ryan Day didn't run anything too off kilter of what Urban Meyers did. So I'm sure he'll catch her. Yeah, Ryan Day, that's his name, right? Not Ryan Pace. Ryan Pace is the GM. Thinking about Ryan Day, yeah. So I'm pretty sure his offensive playbook is probably not that far off. Hot take hockey in the building. Hey, big play. I didn't even say hi to me. That's great. I'm hurt. Yeah, happy birthday to Castro's sister. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna make sure I screenshot that. I'm gonna send her a picture of it. She don't laugh. She's gonna be like, "What the heck?" Wait, is that John from Hot Take Hockey? Oh wow, what's going on, John? How are you doing? Oh, is it? Should I check out Hot Take Hockey? Is that something I need to do? Oh, here we go. What do you want back from Seahawks for Dillard and Ertz? Not sure if you've answered this. What do I want from them? I want a third. For Dillard and Ertz. If it's Dillard and Ertz, I would take like a first and a fourth. If you don't want to give that, maybe like a second and a fourth. I think a first and a fourth is fair, though, to be honest. Maybe we give you something back too, like a late round pick, but I think a first and a fourth is pretty fair because we're giving you a left tackle, which you definitely need, and you're not going to get with your first round pick. And Ertz, Ertz is probably worth more than a fourth, but I'm bringing it down just because maybe I'm stretching a little bit on the Dillard side of it. But I think that gives you a dominant. You already have a dominant offense, but that gives you a dominant lineup. So, I think that's fair. I think a first and a fourth would be fair, especially from a team like you that's going to have later picks. So if that's what my bad. My bad. I can't be reading. I miss all the comments. My bad, bro. Happy birthday to your sister. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. What's good, BMO? You ain't really missing nothing. We just BSing right now. We just talking, all this drama, man. We got drama in Philly, man. I want to know what you think though, BMO. What would you want for? Because my man Hot Take Hockey just asked me, what would you want for Dillard and Zach Ertz if he was to go to the Seahawks? I said a first and a fourth. I think that's fair. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, it came out last night. I want to say it was. I was gonna do a video about it last night, but I just tried to take a couple of days off just because I've been going a little bit too crazy. So give y'all a little bit of rest from this face. I'm trading back to acquire more early round picks and going heavy defense. I wouldn't be mad at that either. I do think you need a top pick though. You know what I'm saying? Like if you stay in the top 15 and you can still get yourself somebody like Patrick Surtain or Caleb Farley or maybe a wide receiver still, then I'm cool with that. And then just go heavy on defense. I would try and see if Andre Dillard could play left guard. Otherwise, you got to draft Deontay Brown from Alabama. Andre Dillard don't want to play nothing but left tackle. He's kind of made that obvious. But yeah, I think that he needs to if we can get a first round pick out of him, then let's do it. Whatever. I'm down. I don't even care. So overall, this. I'm just kidding. Yep, just like Hertz was a stupid pick. If we got him later, it'd be so much different. I agree. It was a dumb pick. I've said this before. I don't hate the player. I hate the pick. 10 years from now, he could win 10 Super Bowls and go into the Hall of Fame. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, we still shouldn't have probably picked him that early, looking back in the moment. You know what I'm saying? But like it is what it is. I don't hate the player. I think he's got talent, definitely. I'm not trying. Yeah, I read that. I hope Howie and Larry go move to Hawaii and start a brand new life. I wouldn't be mad at that, man. I would. I don't know why everybody. I feel like Pitts came out of nowhere. Everybody just fell in love with Pitts out of nowhere. I like Pitts, but his blocking is what really gets me nervous, to be honest. What's good, Evan? But yeah, his blocking is what really gets me nervous. Because if you're a tight end, and he's already said he'd rather play wide receiver, so I mean, like we're picking him as a wide receiver, guys. If we pick him at 6, he's going to be a wide receiver. So it comes down to you think he's better than all these other wide receivers, and I personally don't. Almost all draft picks are boom or bust, depending on system, coaching, etc. There's very few. That's a fact. I forget who said it, but it's all these guys got talent. They're not in the NFL for no reason. Maybe Nate Gary. I don't know why he's here, but most of these guys have talent, and they're not in the NFL for absolutely no reason. So it's about scheming these guys' talent and putting them in the best position to win, which is something that we obviously saw the Eagles had a hard time doing this year. Okay, I can respect that. I mean, I still don't like Pitts, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Did you hear about the Jags fan who, after they won a playoff game, they tweeted out with the first pick in the 2021? That's crazy. I didn't hear about that. I can see that, though. Jacksonville, I used to live in Jacksonville for a couple of years, man. For like 7 years, actually. They're crazy, man. It's a different – it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. This is a weak draft. I kind of disagree. I kind of like this draft. I think we have a lot of good players. First round, Surtain. Second round, Terrence Marshall. Then Jabril Cox. If Jabril Cox, you think Jabril Cox will fall to the third? I would love that, though. I like Jabril Cox, too. I like Chaz Surratt a lot. There's a couple linebackers that, once I got past Micah Parsons, I should say, once I got past Micah Parsons, there's a lot of good players. There's a lot of good linebackers that I would not be mad at. You're tripping if you take any defense. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think if you talk to Micah Parsons and you really get into his head and you're like, bro, what's up with these rumors? And you feel confident, I think he's worth the 6th pick. Talent wise. Same thing with Patrick Surtain. If you can get into Patrick Surtain's head, that man comes from a lineage of football. He is an NFL player when he was born. You know what I'm saying? So there's just sometimes that is different. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. She said, aw. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going to have to check your channel out, man. Leave a regular comment. I'll go check you out, man. I love when people know other people that comment in here. Give me Jamal Adams for Dillard and Ertz. Shit. I wouldn't be mad at that. I don't think we could pay him, but I wouldn't be mad at that. Why am I tripping if it's a bigger? Yeah, I agree. I honestly think we should keep Dillard to protect. To be honest, I think we should keep him only because Dillard is an insurance policy if Mailata goes down out a bit. Yeah, or the other way around. I think Mailata is that type of guy. Like I said, he's down to do whatever. He reminds me of Big V a lot. Like, he's down to do whatever you ask him to do, and you can't teach that. You know what I'm saying? You really can't teach that. I like Andre Dillard, and I've said I would rather have Andre Dillard win the competition. This way, you do have someone like Jordan Mailata that can, go to the right tackle if something happens with Lane, go to right guard if something happens with Brandon Brooks. It just gives you so many options. Said I missed your comment. I'll try and find it. Oh no, I read your comment. Yeah. I read your comment, bro. I got you. We stay at 6. Sewell, Chase, or Smith will be there. Yeah, I don't think Sewell. I'm really, unless Rashawn Slater becomes the draft crush. I don't see Sewell getting past the Bengals. And if they do give up on, if they get a wide receiver instead of a tackle, I don't know. I think that's kind of dumb. Oh, they don't have a first. Damn. That sucks. Like, give me like 2 2s. We're good. Or second and third. That sucks. They really, and then y'all can't have them, man. Y'all need to go get a first and then come talk to me. Happy birthday, Shouty. Missed my comment, bro. I got to it. My bad. I go up and down, bro. We don't have our next 2 for. Oh yeah, because of the Jamal Adams shit. So I'm thinking it would be a second round and a piece. Either pick a player. The Eagles want a deal. See, I don't want a player. I don't want a player, especially for those 2. If you're giving me, if you want Dillard, you're gonna have to come up off some picks for Dillard, bro. Especially because you're gonna have late picks. That's the thing for me. Like, you're not gonna be a team that's gonna be in the mid round ever, really. Like, I mean, something might happen, but like, definitely not in the next couple of years. I don't see you guys being like mid round picks or higher. So, what do your second round picks really? They're third round picks, in my opinion. They're early thirds. So I don't know. Y'all don't really have to come up. That sucks though that y'all ain't got no first. I would say maybe a second. If y'all got this, if y'all have a second this year, I'll take a second this year. I don't know. Give me a second for Andre Dillard, and then we'll trade Ertz somewhere else because I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe a second and third. That's hard. How do you watch the Eagles game in Florida NFL package DirecTV? I stream most of my games, but yeah, I have the NFL package and all that stuff. But like, I waste money on it, to be honest, because I still stream the games. I don't know why. It's just, but yeah, I do have the NFL package. I want a first round pick, and I also want a third round, maybe a conditional 6th-round pick. That's my thing. So the next 2 first, if you had at least next year's, that's my thing. I can't give Dillard up for just a late second. Like, maybe I'd give up Ertz probably just for a late second, but you'd have to come up more for Dillard, man. Wentz, Ertz, Dillard, and a third for Russell, Metcalf, in a second. Let's do it. I'm down. What's good, running back Philly? What's good? Did you have Arnone on this morning? A2D Radio, man. That's my guy, bro. I was trying to find the video. If you put that up, let me know because I definitely gonna want to go watch that. That's my boy right there. But shout out to running back Philly. If you guys are not subscribed to my guy, you are probably like one of a kind because there's not many people. He's killing it right now. Definitely go check my guy out, man. It is very peaceable, very peaceable, guys. It's very peaceable, y'all. What is wrong with me today? It's very possible we end up with 3 first-rounders this year. It is. We might end up with 3 this year, 2 next year. If we play our cards right, I would not trade Dillard and Ertz to Seattle. That's what I'm saying. Not for I wasn't saying that. I would have if you had a first. But if you ain't got no first, I don't know, man. I don't know, brother. Me no know. No way. That's the worst deal ever for Seattle. That's why we like it. They stole DK Metcalf from us. Should I mention they didn't steal him from us? Howie? No, you should not mention him, man. We're trying to stay happy. Happy thoughts today. Even if you know someone in Philly, log into that cable list. Oh, for real? I didn't know you could do that. Anywhere you are? I thought it goes by like where you are, though. Because it asks for my location. Because if that's the fact, man, shoot. Somebody DM y'all information. Agree a first and a fourth, and then we try to throw in a conditional pick for next year on Dillard. If he becomes good, we need more from him. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. You tripping because if Surtain is not at 6, not only that you can get a stud corner like JC Horn. I mean, I don't know, man. If Surtain's there, you grab him. I mean, I'm not if he's there, you grab him. But if you're in love with that guy, you grab him. I mean, for me, my biggest thing about cornerbacks is that it takes some time for them to really get adjusted to the league. Like, yeah, they become good, and it's really important to have a shutdown corner. But it's not like before where they come in and it's just if they're a top 5 pick, they're great. I feel like cornerbacks, no matter where you take them, they have to You know what I'm saying? They have to take, it takes time. It's a little bit different. It's a lot different from college. And especially you look at Patrick Surtain, he is handsy. And we saw in the NFL, we saw in the Super Bowl how that can come back to bite you. I do like that he's handsy because it means you're there. You have to be, playing good defense to get your hands on the wide receiver, right? But at the same time, it is a risk. It is what it is. You got to, if you're falling in love with the guy, you take him. It is what it is. He's not going to be there in the mid-round. He's not going to be there late. He might go right after our pick, to be honest. What's up, Philly? What's up, Rome? What's good? What's good? Shout out to everybody in here. We're at 40 people again, man. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, share it with a friend. Y'all know how we get down. How are you adding the second and Metcalf to that deal? Bro, come on. Just let it happen. Just let it happen, man. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. just let it happen. We got to draft center in the third round. There's a couple centers that are really good. I've been talking to a couple of fingers crossed. We're trying to work on a date to get some of these guys on. So there's definitely some centers I got my eyes on. Excuse me. He's stolen our souls at this point. John, what about Shaquille Griffin and Quandre Diggs? No, I don't know, man. I just don't. We can't keep on bringing on contracts. We got to either rebuild or we're trying to run it. Like we got to decide if we're just going to keep on getting all these elite players that aren't going to win us games. Like, yes, it would be nice. Don't get me wrong. It would be nice to have another elite, guy in that secondary, another elite player. But are we going to be just paying them to, pay them because we're not a good team right now? If we didn't have Ertz, we'd be stuck with weak ones. I'm happy about the pick. How we saw the decline in Wentz. Hey, so are you a fan of Howie again? You know what I'm saying? Should I make "Don't Fire Howie" shirts? Is that where we're going right now? Pitts is an animal. People love Pitts. Look, I like Pitts, but this is my thing. And I've said this before. If you're going to be the number 6 pick, for me, you have to be elite at something. And I don't think he's the number 1 wide receiver. Yes, he's the number 1 tight end, but he's the number 1 tight end because of his receiving ability. So I feel like you're picking him at 6 to be a receiver. And I don't think he's the best receiver. Yes, his body is crazy and all that. We'll see. We'll see. I could be 100% wrong on him. I think he's one of those guys that if you really want him, trade back a couple picks and he'll be there. Trade back to like number 9. Let Broncos go take a quarterback or whatever they want to take. And, I'm sure Pitts will still be there. You take him right before the Cowboys, and I'm sure they'll be mad. Double win, right? What are you talking about? Nah, dead eyes. I hate that game, bro. I hate that snake thing. Like, oh my god, I don't know why he's still here. I honestly don't know why this whole speculation with Dillard became a thing. We should at least see if we can move him around. He doesn't want to move. That's the thing. He said it like that. The interview where he was like, it's like writing with your right hand or left hand when you're a righty or whatever he said, moving to right tackle. It just showed. And then his play obviously showed he doesn't want to do it. So I don't think we need to give him up, but if somebody's going to give us a first round pick, we can definitely. I am behind on these comments. My bad, y'all. But if somebody's going to give me a first round pick, I'll take it. I will take it. All right. I'm going to kind of skip a couple comments. I'm sorry. If I skipped your comment, just say it again and I'll read it. I'd get Chaz Surratt in a second. Yeah, I'm actually talking to Chaz Surratt's agency right now. We're trying to figure out a date. That's one of the guys I'm trying to get. But I like Chaz Surratt a lot. He just got to do some bicep curls. If we can get Jamal Adams, take Dillard and Ertz. I don't know, man. Look, Jamal Adams is dope. Jamal Adams is that guy, but he, that's a lot of money, and we need a rebuild. What linebackers and corner went 6th pick, other than corner like Ramsey? But we can't. I don't understand why people always want to compare drafts that happen. Like, these are different players. The draft continuously is changing. You continuously see different positions come in and have immediate impact. So it's different. It just changes. These are all different players. You know what I'm saying? And Ramsey wasn't a bad pick. You know what I'm saying? Denzel Ward wasn't a bad pick. Linebackers a little bit different. Linebackers haven't been going that high, in the recent couple decades, but it doesn't mean that they're not important. We saw that in the Super Bowl. and that linebacking core was definitely important. He said Dillard is soft as pie. We should pick J.C. Horn in the second. I would love to get somebody like J.C. Horn. Haha, why would they give up Adams? Hello, you got me in there. My biggest fear with Dillard is the bull rush. My biggest fear with him is just like his health. You just got to stay healthy. But that's my biggest fear with everybody. I think he has talent to be a elite pass blocker, and I think he can develop as a run blocker. But right now it's everybody's health. What would you do about center if Jason Kelce retires? Nate Herbig, if I'm not mistaken, I believe played center in college. I believe that's what we drafted him as, and then obviously we pushed him out to guard. I think Nate Herbig might be an option. Isaac Seumalo might be an option to push back in there. There's a couple guys that we have on the roster now that I feel like could be options. But I think you could draft somebody in the third round, fourth round. That could be an immediate impact and could probably start. There's a couple guys that I've been looking at that are pretty good at that center position. So it's a toss up. I would probably say you draft somebody in the mid rounds, and you still look at Nate Herbig maybe to possibly move in, or say Amalu, depending on who you want at that left guard. But yeah, center's a very important position. Hopefully Kelce comes back, though. He hasn't said anything, so we'll see. Hot Take Hockey. Yeah, I'll go check him out. I'll go check him out for sure. I wouldn't be mad at getting Slater. He can play every position on the line. He can. He's one of the top centers, actually, too. But no, yeah, I just don't think at 6. I don't think that's what we need as a first-round pick. I think, you can make an argument for wide receiver. You can make an argument for linebacker. You can make an argument for almost any position on defense, realistically. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to sell me if we keep people like Dillard and, if we stay with what we have, it's kind of hard to do that right now, for me at least. Yeah, they need to Jets need to give us a pick, man. Jets need to just take all our players, bro. Oh shoot, run it back, Philly. Yeah, he's in the building. That's the homie, man. That's the homie. Shout out to him. Even as a Cowboys fan here, I will have an article. Hey, shout out to you, and yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Infamous Paco. I don't know if he's in here, but shout out to everybody that's been hitting me up about doing articles, man. I've been really, really busy with school, work, and this right now. So I'm sorry if I haven't gotten back to you, but thank you to everybody that's been interested. We'll definitely get you on the website. It's been a lot of fun, so I'm really excited. Like I said, if you want to write, if you want to do your own little show, whatever you want to do, let me know. We would definitely put it on the on the website. Just DM me on Twitter or Instagram at PhillyTP, and we'll get you going, man. I appreciate all the support, guys. And we just hit 175,000. I think we're about to hit 180 pretty soon, but we just hit 175 yesterday. So thank you so much, guys. Trade the whole Eagles team for the Chiefs. I'm down. I am down. Let's just do that. That sounds good to me. I agree, Edwin. I definitely agree. We definitely are in a position that we could trade down. I don't know if it's what we will do. I don't know if it's what we should do, depending on how far we're trading back. But if you can trade back and stay in like the top 10, top 12, I am not mad at that. I am not mad at that. D-Train, Eagles are the only team I can think of in the league that doesn't have one player we can't trade. Yeah, no, that's a fact. I had to rethink about that for a second. Yeah, no, that's a fact. Everybody's on the block right now. That would go stupid, bro. I like Jabril Cox because I think he's athletic and I think he can be molded into a really good linebacker. I don't think he's like a plug and play guy. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It could be, but I love Chaz Surratt. The more I watch him, the more I like him. I want the Cowboys to pick Pitts. They probably will. What's up, Mo? Bleep. The Black Line. How do you feel about Terrence Marshall from LSU? I like him. I think we have a lot of there's a lot of guys in the second round that might make instant impacts, and I think he's one of them, to be honest. You find a way to play Adams, period. I don't know, man. It just doesn't make sense to me right now. At the risk of what? At the expense of what, I should say. Like what are you going to be giving up to pay him? I want a dog safety. I feel you. But we didn't win a Super Bowl with a top 3 safety or top 2 safety, wherever you want to put him, or number 1 safety, wherever you want to put him. Yeah, that's a fact. We put him in a box. We was like, here you go. Enjoy. We should have kept Jenkins, Howie Skimp on $4 million to accumulate 50 plus mil. Facts, though. That's a big fact. I mean, he was drafted in the first round, so he has that potential. He played a good 3 or 4 games. Dillard, I mean, to me, Dillard could get you a late first round pick. And it depends on what team. If it's somebody that needs that left tackle, they might be willing to overpay for somebody that's a little bit above average. I think he is really good. It is what it is. That's insane. This channel has been growing fast. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's all y'all, man. Y'all been killing it, bro. I really do appreciate it. It's kind of crazy. I definitely did not expect all the love, but I definitely appreciate it, man. Now, Dallas is more talented. They just got that meddling Jerry who won't get a good coach in there to corral the talent. I'm not complaining. I don't know. That sounds like a complaint, bro. It is what it is, though. He opened the Discord. Yeah, definitely come through the Discord. I'm starting to actually be in there and everything. So we're definitely talking everything. And I try to give them give them who I'm talking to as far as, guests coming on. They know first. So definitely join the Discord, man. Yeah, the only thing with the D-line is that a lot of those players, I don't want to say a lot, but a couple of those players are old, and we might not have them, like Malik Jackson, Brandon Graham. Derek Barnett's not old, but we might not have him next year. So it might be a whole different defensive line, at least next year. We'll see, though. We will see, though. But I think I'm about to get out of here, man. Be sure to come through tonight. We have Simeon Smiley coming on. He is a cornerback. Well, he was a former cornerback from Purdue. He is going to be in the NFL draft this year. Very excited to talk to him about his journey and, what he sees coming up next. And also, we do have Derek Gunn, the legend himself, Philadelphia Eagles reporter, coming on Tuesday at 12:30. So definitely come through for that. Definitely drop some questions. I'll be trying to read comments as I go and ask them as I go. But, obviously it'll sometimes get a little crazy. But I'll definitely try and get all your questions in there. He's a great guy. Can't wait to meet him. Can't wait to talk to him, I should say. And then also that same night at 8 o'clock or 7:30, I should say, we're going to be having CK Birds on. CK Birds is a huge Madden YouTuber. Very good friend of the channel. Very excited to have him on here. So these next couple of days, man, are going to be very fun. Again, thank you so much for all the support, you guys. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, share it with a friend. Let them know you are part of the fastest growing community, the fastest growing Philadelphia Eagles community in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? This is a family. So make sure you invite your family to join our family. And I would appreciate that. But other than that, man, y'all know what it is. It is fly, Eagles fly. And I will see you guys tonight. Peace.